What's up, everybody? This is Jason from Praying Won't Help Hustle Hard. You know who I am, Jason, the one and only Miami Beach guru, the guru himself, Jason Christ. I mean, I'm not saying this, but like Trump would say, I hear that people are saying this. They're calling me the Miami Beach guru. They're calling me the one and only guru, the Jason Christ the Almighty. You know, I mean, I'm not saying it, but I heard people are saying it, right? A quick one we're gonna do today. I've been thinking about this one for a while. I want to do it. It's basically don't fall into the trap, okay? And what I mean by this is the trap of society. You know, it's kind of like how Fight Club said, you're not your clothes, you're not your furniture, you're not how much money you have in your pocket, all that type of shit. And what I'm saying is this: society would have us out here believing that you have to have the fucking Mercedes Benz. And this all kind of goes back to the one I did the other day, basically the video I did the other day. So you don't have to have the Mercedes Benz. You don't have to have the fine Gucci clothes. You don't have to have the fancy watch and all that shit. These are just material things. And to be real, most often the pursuit of these things is like the pursuit of money. As I told you before, if all you desire is money, you'll never be happy, because you know what? You'll never have enough money. And if all you desire is all of this fancy showy shit, you'll never be happy, because you'll never have enough fancy showy shit. A perfect example of this is back in Vegas. You know, I see it here every day too, don't worry. Miami Beach is the ultimate in showy shit. But back in Vegas, I remember all the soccer moms out there, they all had like Range Rovers, right? All of a sudden Range Rovers weren't cool, and all these soccer moms over in like Anthem and Seven Hills and shit, all of a sudden they all wanted Bentleys. So they all went out and they all got Bentleys. Now these Range Rovers were $100,000, and they were selling for like 40 grand with 2-year-old cars, you know, because these women just wanted to do one. They were using these cars like regular people would use a purse, you know, regular women. And then all of a sudden all these Bentleys weren't cool anymore. And so the next cool car was the Mercedes S550. So they all went out and got Mercedes S550s. But all of a sudden those weren't cool anymore, and they all went out and got Teslas. And to be real, I don't even know what the cool thing is now, you know. But to the point, these people, no matter what they got, they finally got that Bentley, right? And hey, that's a fucking accomplishment. That's a $200,000 car if you buy it new. But say they finally got it, and by the time they actually started to enjoy it, it wasn't cool anymore. You know, it's kind of like when the girl gets that Louis Vuitton purse, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's not cool to have Louis Vuitton. You have to have Fendi or whatever the hell it is, you know? That's just kind of how this shit works. And if all of you want is to have that fancy shit, you're never ever going to be happy. In fact, you're probably going to be miserable, because you're going to start thinking that that fancy shit is part of who you are. And it's not. It is the absolute most shallow aspect of who we are. You know, I fell into that trap. I remember I had my bling flays and all of that. I went out and bought all sorts of fucking stupid jewelry. I started out with fucking beads, you know, like my girl would tell you that I got hippie beads, and I started out with hippie beads. Anybody who knows me know I was a bead freak. And then I thought, man, I got to start looking kind of cool. I mean, I make more money. I want to act like I want to fit the bill. Granted, I didn't really fit any sort of bill that was probably productive, but I went and I got some new gold teeth, and which I still love gold teeth, by the way, but I went out and got all sorts of stupid blinged out jewelry. And I mean, and now you know what I got? $10,000 worth of shit in my fucking dresser drawer that I'll never probably fucking wear. And if I try to sell it, I'll get a fraction of what I paid for it all, you know? So, I was stupid. I fell into the trap. I fell into a trap once thinking that I had to have a big old house, and I had to have a nice house. So what I do? I got the nice house. I got the nice cars. I did all this dumb shit. And, you know, thankfully I didn't lose it all. Actually, I mean, in a way, maybe I did. I mean, I gave it up. That's not the same as losing. It's kind of like quitting while you're ahead isn't necessarily the same thing as quitting. But one day I had a realization that, you know, I was working my ass off. You know, it was before the first crash of 2000, the housing crisis, right? Had the nice place, fucking spending all that damn money, you know, and then everything kind of went to shit. We went from making in my industry $100,000 a year to like 25 overnight. And I realized that I had $80,000 to $100,000 a year lifestyle, and I had never lived like that before. But I wanted to be kind of fancy pants, you know? So I bought all the dumb shit. I had all the dumb shit. And then I realized one day that that shit just wasn't me. I didn't give two flying fucks whether I had a big house. In fact, to tell you the truth, all the big house was a whole bunch of big problems. I had a huge electric bill, a huge gas bill. I had fucking, insurance was stupid, HOAs. I mean, I can go on and on, Air conditioner breaks, there's $8,000, $9,000, you know what I mean? It was a pain in my ass, and I fell into that trap. I fell into the trap of I never got to fancy clothes, My fanciest clothes I ever did was pretty much the Dickies and shit. But, and that's probably far from fancy. But, everybody who knows me. A pair of Dickies short, a cool ass t-shirt, a fitted hat, and a pair of pair of Chucks, and I'm a very happy man, or a pair of Jordans or something like that. But you don't have to have all this shit, and striving to get all this shit, it's just going to make you unhappy. What you really need to do is know yourself first, You could be the coolest motherfucker on the planet, the happiest man, happiest woman on the planet, and not have anything fancy, not have any of the designer names, not have any of that, The only people that matters to is the shallow people anyway. If somebody judges you, if they're judging your character off the fact that you don't have Dolce & Gabbana shoes on or whatever it is, that's really, they're judging their character, not you. Because the way people see you is how they see themselves. And, that's a deep one you got to think about. In fact, we could do a whole nother video on that one of these days. That how you see other people is how you see yourself. And how other people see you is how they see themselves. It's never how they see you. They look at somebody and they see that guy on the street or whatever it is, and they look at the negative aspects of themselves that could be that guy on the street. Whether it's oh, that person must be lazy. Well, maybe that person isn't lazy. Maybe that person just lost everything right now, and maybe they got a lot of pain going on. Maybe they got a lot of hurt and a lot of anguish. But that's their journey. And whatever it is on their journeys for them to keep learning, I'm actually going to do a video on this next little phrase I'm about to say, which is the pain only hurts until it stops. And by this, I mean that the pain stops when the lesson that the universe has set up for you has been learned. And I know that's going to sound like some straight hippie shit right there, but it is the truth and how I believe. And you know me with beliefs. I don't like to say I believe because beliefs cause wars. Beliefs get people killed. Ideas and good thoughts, they can change with better evidence, But to the point, don't go out there trying to get all the fancy shit in life. Just get the things that make you happy. If fancy shit makes you happy and you think that's what you really truly want and not what you need, then I guess whatever, But you don't need any of it. It's like the story of Alexander the Great. When Alexander the Great died, in his will, he had learned from this yogi, and in his will he said, let my hands be outside of his coffin. And he had learned that no matter how much treasure he had and how much power he thought he had, in the end, he left with nothing. And so he had his hands placed outside of the coffin to let everybody know that he left this world empty-handed, as we all do, So all of that fancy shit, all of this, all of that, you want to spend your money? Spend it on experiences. Rather than spend $1,000 on a pair of shoes, spend $1,000 on a trip to Mexico or a trip to Europe or whatever it is. Get the experiences, because when we're dying, on our last moments in this world, we don't take our money, we don't take our clothes, anything like that. Most of that shit's gonna end up in a Goodwill box or sorted out amongst people, But odds are, your shit's going to the Goodwill or the trash can or whatever it is. So all that shit you thought you needed and all that stuff you thought was so important to you, nobody's gonna give a fuck about it when you're gone, And why should you give a fuck about it now? But what you will take with you is your experiences that you had in this world, your best of reel, I like to call it. As we're going into the next realm, you get the flashes of the best of Jason and my life experiences, whatever, And you got to live a life that's worth dying for. And striving to get that $1,500 Louis bag or those fucking shoes or that Gucci wallet, whatever the hell it is, it's not going to be what hits your best of reel. In fact, the only thing that's probably going to do is you're going to think about all the dumb shit you had to do to be able to get that, and all the shit you could have done if you would have just spent the money on something nice as opposed to what you did, But either way, to the point, you're not your shoes, you're not your clothes, you're not your furniture, you're not your car, hell, you're not your job either. Your job is what you do to get money. Everybody out there, I hope this actually helps somebody. If not, hey, so be it. I guess it helps me. but I know that I help a few people out there. So those of you out there, keep hitting me up, keep DMing me. I'll keep doing the videos. I like those direct private messages. Those are pretty cool. You can actually like and share the video, please. I posted some shit about the t-shirts the other day that I have left. There's only a few. I'm gonna be real. I've been being kind of lazy on it. I got a lot of shit going on, but till then, I hope that everybody has a far better day than any of us probably deserve, okay? So as they say in Old Canada, peace out. And as we say here in Miami Beach, hasta luego, ciao, dale, dale. As I like to say to everybody, deuces. I'm out. Talk to y'all later. Bye.